Hi, this is the Old Testament timeline. So if you're at home, join me as we do it. All right, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Adam and Eve sinned, and the angel said, "Leave." Cain killed Abel. Who built the ark? Noah, Noah, who built the ark? Brother Noah built the ark, then gathered and built the Tower of Babel. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. In faith, Abraham sacrificed Isaac, but God said no. Jacob and Esau. Jacob had 12 sons. Joseph had a coat of many colors and ruled for God. 300 years later, Moses said, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh said, "No." And God sent the 10 plagues, and Pharaoh said, "Go." And Israel went through the Red Sea, and God gave them the 10 commandments. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Deborah led Israel to victory because no man would. Gideon was afraid, but with God, Israel defeated the enemy. With God, Samson was strong. Ruth was faithful, and God blessed her. Hannah prayed, and God heard. As a child, Samuel listened and obeyed, and he grew to be a mighty prophet. With just one stone, David killed Goliath. Saul was Israel's first king, and he turned from God and hated David. David and Jonathan were best friends. David was king and a man after God's own heart. Solomon was wise. Israel divides. We have Israel to the north and Judah to the south. All of Israel's kings were evil. Not one loved God. Jehoshaphat was king of Judah, and he had his singers lead his army, and God defeated the enemy. Elijah was a mighty man of God, and he asked God for it not to rain for 3 years, and it didn't. He called down fire from heaven, and he heard God's voice in a quiet breeze. Elisha did many miracles that brought glory to God. Jonah in the belly of the whale. Israel is taken into captivity by Assyria. 700 years before Jesus was born, Isaiah prophesied about him. God gave King Hezekiah 14 more years to live. Josiah followed God from an early age. Jeremiah begged Judah to obey God, but they refused and were sent into captivity into Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel believed God even in the lion's den. Israel returns. Esther became queen and saved her people. Ezra and Nehemiah helped repair Jerusalem. Many prophets came until Malachi, and then there was 400 years of silence until Jesus.